From the various hero professions come in and say, "No, this is what I do. This is what it took to get there. Here's some of the things that I found to make it easier. Here's some things that maybe I didn't expect, that were kind of tough to deal with." And if we can inspire the future generation to go into professions where the things that they're doing are literally saving lives, are literally enabling the rest of our way of life to function. A lot of times, especially these days, we've got police officers who are being targeted by social media more than regular media, but also regular media. There are pictures being painted of how these police officers and their misconduct are widespread and universal, when in reality, small fraction of any police force is really involved in anything problematic at all. What these individuals are doing, they're enforcing our laws. Law enforcement. It's the one thing, our laws, that separate us from our civilization and chaos and anarchy. You think you can go to your job and make, earn your paycheck if there aren't people out there making sure that the laws are enforced? You get police officers out of the way, all sorts of crazies start to come in. We like to think that here in the United States of America, we're immune to that. We like to think that we're insulated from insanity. But on any given day, you take law, you take order, you take consequences for actions out of the realm of society. The strong and sane become the ones who are running the whole thing, and everybody else has to bow down to their desires or risk life and limb standing in opposition. You know who stands in opposition? Police officers. Our law enforcement officers are out there every day protecting us from the insanity that could at any moment infiltrate who we are and what we do here. So it's, we love and appreciate our military maintaining our freedoms, but within our borders, it's law enforcement, and particularly law enforcement done according to law, who are keeping us safe, who are doing the things that need to be done, putting their lives on the line, telling their families every morning, "Love you guys, see you tonight," catch up with you after work. Meanwhile, the police officers, as well as the family members, sitting back saying to themselves, "I hope, God willing." And they don't know. They don't know any day what things might be like out there in the field. And I just think of my little family. I think of my people, how grateful I am that I get to go home to them every day. And it's in large part due to these men and women who might not make it home after a shift. My hat's off to them. I don't care who you are. Those people deserve your respect. They deserve your honor. They deserve it for sure. They've earned it, yes. But the mere fact that even before they did anything, the very first thing they did was decide to put their lives out there for you, for me. They didn't even have to work a shift. They got in there and said, "I love my life. I love my family. I want what's best for them. But I'm willing to risk that to make sure that we as a people, my fellow citizens, can continue to love their families and go home and see them. Very honorable. I mean, it's incredible to me that people choose such a noble profession, and they're so underappreciated, especially these days. I know they're having a big outpouring of support from the good men and women of our communities, and that's important. It's just makes me so upset inside. It hurts me to think that somebody who does these things, who goes into the belly of the beast every day, who every single time they encounter a vehicle that they need to pull over, who knows what it is, maybe speeding, maybe maybe it's, hey, you got a headlight out. Anytime they approach a vehicle, that could be it for them. As we've seen over the past couple of days, that could be it for them just because they are sitting in their cars. And to think that we have people in society who try and take a very small minority of problem cases, turn them into something else, blow them up, and then paint every single officer with that same brush. It's despicable. It's disgusting to me. But I do wish that people would take their blinders off, they'd wake up, they would see who the good guys are in society, who the bad guys are, and stop trying to conflate the two. Because it's clear. It really is clear. Clearly there are people with an agenda out there who are trying to stir things up. But what's sad is that there are so many of us who are allowing ourselves to be stirred up, who are letting that happen.